The Pelicans know their fans will be fired up for tonight's action. And as they came into the building, the players were plenty fired up themselves. Time to start the weekend in style. We welcome you to Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. Hi, folks. This is Brian Anderson. I'm with Grant Hill and Brent Barry. Our reporter tonight, Allie LaForce. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's DJ in at the 2. And for New Orleans, Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Trey Murphy out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Messi in at the center position. And here we are for Game 1 of the NBA Cup. This game will count both towards group play as well as the regular season standings.
Yeah, and it's really important to start off with a win. Only 8 teams advance to the elimination round, so there's not a lot of room for failure in this group stage.
Now here's Murray. Here's DJ. Pass to Jokic. Outside Murray. Pure from three-point range.
Murray can score without dominating the ball. And that time off the catch and shoot.
Now Ingram. Knocks it loose. Gordon with a steal. Porter in the post. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
Porter showing just great body control that time, taking the hit, but he keeps his eyes on the rim. That helps him score and finish.
Here's Ingram. Up and over Porter. Jokic grabs the board. Here are the Nuggets with the ball. It's a 5-point game. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
They really had a strong night shooting the basketball. They got hot and stayed hot.
Saw the box score the next day and thought about those percentages. They had guys just going off in that one.
Now here's McCollum. 26 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
And he provided tenacious defense. Tallied a number of steals which energized their team.
Shot clock at 5. Puts up a 3. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. A big move for the Pelicans this summer, trading for DeJounte Murray, a versatile and durable lead guard who's proven to be one of the best clutch players. His acquisition directly addresses some of the Pelicans' greatest needs. And guys, I'm very interested to see how this plays out.
A big piece. Okay, Shams, appreciate the update. Murray passes to DJ. Jokic with it. Count it.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. McCollum looking it over. 11 feet out. Another shot. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Pass to DJ. Inside. Porter gets the bucket.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Pelicans trail by 8. Outside Ingram. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
It goes on Aaron Gordon.
Ingram adding more.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their next game is at FedEx Forum in Memphis for a matchup with the Grizzlies. It's the second game of 3 on the road. On the perimeter, they'll go with McCollum and Ingram. Then there's Trey Murphy. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Murray. 17 points for him last game against Oklahoma City.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Here's DJ. A 26-point game for him in the win against Dallas. Back to Jokic. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Robinson Earls checked in for the Pelicans. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nuggets.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
The free throw drops for Jokic.
Feel like Jokic could play with the baton out there because he's orchestrating.
Porter against Ingram. Murray. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's Porter on the assist by Jokic. Porter's got 6 points.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Ingram against Porter. And that one's good. Ingram.
Well, when Ingram gets the ball on the inside, his length can really help him out to create shot opportunity.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Nuggets understand their opportunity. Coach Michael Malone said, we have a special, unique player, and that window is only open for so long. If we want to try and be a dynasty, we need a standard of excellence each and every day, and it's my job to hold the guys accountable. Brian?
Yep, and it starts from the top. He's done it well. Thanks, Allie. Pelicans trail by 9. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. McCollum against Murray. McCollum's shot is off. The Nuggets have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to DJ. Back to Jokic. Inside. Jokic drops it in.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And the Pelicans call time here. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
You can't allow any opponent to shoot that kind of percentage. If you do, it's just going to be so tough to keep up.
And now that we have a minute, let's take a look at the best shooting teams in the association. Number 1, Denver.
The smart offensive moves this team makes helps them open up the floor and find great looks. That's how they've secured such an impressive shooting percentage.
Pass to Ingram, outside Murray. Tipped. All right, time for an injury report.
Thank you, guys. I got a status report from the Pelicans head athletic trainer. He said there really must have been some impact on that play because it looks like a bruised sternum. This being November, they have some time to work through their options. We'll see which way they go.
All right, Allie, thanks. Well, we're all hoping he gets healthy quickly, guys.
Yes, we do. And these trainers are so good at what they do. Hopefully, they'll be able to get him back on the court soon.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And as we start up the NBA Cup, let's explain to our viewers how the groups are formed.
Sure thing, B.A. First, you only play teams from your conference. The groups are drawn based off of last year's standings, so they try to keep it even in terms of quality of team.
Takes it inside. The layup misses. And here's Denver. They're on a 15-4 run. And it's Jokic. That time on the assist by Murray. Jokic has got 11 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
New Orleans calls timeout. And going against Denver, their first meeting on the year.
They'll face each other 4 times this season.
And so it's the Denver Nuggets now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Up.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Pelicans 35, the Nuggets 47.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And it's Murray with the ball for the Pelicans. Down by 12. On the court for the Nuggets. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Murray. And it's DJ in at the 2. From the stripe. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Defensively, you're trying to prevent DeJounte from getting to the rim, but he can counter. That mid-range becomes deadly.
DJ passes to Murray. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 13.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Denver leading by 12. Here's DJ, a top-tier scorer, averaging a little under 25 points a contest.
Aaron Gordon is one springy dude. When he gets the ball down low, it's hard to stop it.
There's McCollum with the 3. Porter pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Pass to Jokic. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. And the Nuggets lead by 16.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Outside Murray, 6 to shoot. And the Pelicans miss again.
The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
Here's DJ. Over Murray. The offensive rebound. Porter, the pass to DJ. Second chance shot. And he lays it in.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Defended by Gordon. Murray up top. He's been a big scorer for this offense, averaging around 20 points a game.
This is what Murphy does. He gets the ball and instantly gets up shots.
Murray passes to DJ. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Gets the three to fall. Pelicans trail by 19. Outside Ingram. Off the mark there with a three.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
That's a bad miscue, but I think they've done a really good job keeping control of the ball throughout the game.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Robinson Earls checked in. Here's Murray. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Murray electric that time, playing above the rim.
Denver leading by 17. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's DJ. Here's Jokic. Drops in the layup for two. Jokic has got 15.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Pass to Robinson Earl. They kick it out to Murray. From downtown, hits the trifecta. Murray's got 7 now in this quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him. Allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Sinks the tray.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
Pelicans trail by 19. Pass to Robinson Earl. Porter against Ingram. Here's Robinson Earl. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Porter, the pass to DJ. He tries for three. And another three for Denver.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Outside Ingram. With 1 on the clock. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Denver with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that, that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
And that'll do it, folks. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. So long, everyone.
like to be broke, so I'ma cherish this. Born king, hustler, soul running through my heritage. Broken bummy, man, sometimes it was embarrassing. But held my honor, these walking around him meritless. That's why you only believe half of what these tell you. I knew my drive had to be stronger than my fear of failure. I knew my time was coming, getting banks, I'm like Azalea. I'm dressed in green to make the league, and I ain't talking Zelda. And as you grow, your hunger grows with it. And the gimmick, I just put my soul in it. And I can never trust these that stuck in their ways. The rap game of flick, y'all loving who these actors portray. But hey, one chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. I'm a go-getter, yeah, a cold. I remember bank account really had no figures, now I'm chilling. Someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision, I see the with my eyes closed. Ain't grew up, they ain't got no phony bravado. Only time I clap that, they was yelling bravo. Yo, I grew up in a home, but that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the song, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle, There was no love for me, I was up and coming. I faced doubts and had worries, but I wasn't busted. Look, they tried to steal my glory, say it wasn't nothing. But God's the author of my story, not the play. One chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding till the day I touch a million. Now I ain't saying money is everything. For sure make things a lot more convenient for real. I really came from selling CDs in the packages to living out my childhood dreams. Who could imagine this? I know what it's like to be broke, so I'ma cherish this. Born king, a hustler, soul running through my heritage. Broken bummy, man, sometimes it was embarrassing, but held my honor, these walking around him meritless. That's why you only believe half of what these tell you. I knew my drive had to be stronger than my fear of failure. I knew my time was banks, I'm like Azalea. I'm dressed in green to make the league, and I ain't talking Zelda. And as you grow, your hunger grows with it. And the gimmick, I just put my soul in it. And I can never trust these that's stuck in their ways. The rap game of flick, y'all ever knew these actors portrayed. But hey, one chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding to the day I can't feel it. I'm a go-getter, yeah, a code. I remember bank account really had no figures, now I'm chilling. Someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision, I see the with my eyes closed. Ain't grew up, I ain't got no phony bravado. Only time I clapped that, they was yelling bravo. Yo, I grew up in the home, but that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the song, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. There was no love for me, I was up and coming. I faced doubts and had worries, but I wasn't busted. Look, they tried to steal my glory, say it wasn't nothing. But God's the author of my story, not the play. One chance just to make it at the city, huh? Two hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. One chance just to make it at the city. Two hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. Now I ain't saying money is everything. It sure make things a lot more convenient for real.
Time for more expert tips. I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for NBA 2K, and today let's go over passing in NBA 2K25. Here are the basics. To throw a normal chest pass, use the left stick to target your desired teammate and press the pass button. If you want a little more precision in selecting your receivers, hold the right bumper and pick the icon of the player you want to pass to. Press the bounce pass button when you want to thread the needle through traffic, or double tap it if you want to throw a flashy pass with some flair. And if you want to pass the ball high into the post or over a defender to a cutting teammate, press the lob button. You can also hold the lob pass button to throw skip lobs if you want to pass from sideline to sideline or throw a full court advance pass. You can also throw a bounce pass and lob pass while using icon passing. Just go to your controller settings and change your icon passing from default.
Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA Basketball. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. The forwards are Porter Jr. and Gordon to his side. DJ out there with Jamal Murray. And it's Jokic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Grizzlies, filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bane. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Coming into this game, Stan, it's clear who the media thinks will win. We've been reading about it and hearing about it for the last couple days.
Yeah, but Kevin, you know, none of us in the media know what we're talking about. It's just a lot of speculation. And look, it's a cliche, but it's also true. The games aren't won on paper, they're won out on the court, and anyone in the NBA can beat anyone else on a given night.
Which makes me look forward to this one.
Absolutely.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He thinks they need to focus on speeding up Nikola Jokic rather than trying to slow him down. Coach said Jokic dominates the game at his own pace, so we need to put more pressure on him and not allow him to play so patiently. Of course, that's easier said than done. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Outside Jackson. Now the pass to Clark. Rebound by the Nuggets. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
And they didn't have much of a problem with these guys last season. And quite frankly, you wouldn't expect them to.
That one drops for him.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And looking back, Coach, how great was it to see the Nuggets win their first title back in 2023?
One of the great NBA stories, Kevin. It was huge. It was a moment years in the making. That championship meant so much to the city of Denver and its fans.
And the basket by Gordon.
He is so athletic. Gordon does well when he gets the ball around the paint.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies in their last game, a loss to the Warriors in San Francisco. Smart deciding where to go with it. He feeds it to Clark. Poke loose. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Jokic passes to DJ. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Gordon. The short one's on the money. Gordon's got 6.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
They just got overwhelmed. We knew that game was going to be a tough one for them, and we were right.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
And so here's Memphis. They trail by 9 points. So on the floor for Denver. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Brown and Porter Jr. And it's DJ in at the point. Here's Smart. Porter with a block.
The size of Porter can sneak up on you. He's a surprising 6'10".
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. We know very few players in the league, Stan, can put up points with the ease that Michael Porter Jr. can, don't we?
One of the prettiest shots in the league, Kevin. He's got great size. He's got that high release, and he gets it off quick. When he's shooting it well, he can take over a game.
And he rebounds well, too. He does other things in addition to scoring.
Well, that's where he's really improved, doing those other things.
DJ passes to Jokic. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 4 rebounds in this game. And slam dunk by Smart.
Look at Smart. This guy can really block.
DJ passes to Gordon. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Gordon's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nuggets. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Now here's Smart. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Now here's DJ. Not a lot of room. And counted. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Edey. And it's Bane in for Smart. Murray's checked in for Denver. So this is the first of 2 in a row. These 2 teams will play against each other. Greg, any advantages or disadvantages?
Well, I mean, I feel in the first game, you can run your game. That second time around is when you get to dig deep into the film and try and make adjustments.
The drive by Jackson. And the shot is good. The Denver lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Jackson.
A nice bit of muscle there from Jackson Jr. to get the inside score through contact.
DJ kicks to Gordon. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the bend.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, with the Grizzlies' injuries last season, there was a lot put on Jaren Jackson Jr.'s plate. Coach Taylor Jenkins says he loves the challenge and the growth opportunity. Jackson said, you always work on everything. You work on your game because you love it. And if you get a chance to use it, great. Kevin, back to you.
And he's always working on his game. All right, David, we thank you for that report.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's an odd stat, but what I'm going to throw out there anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies set an NBA record last season for players used in a season.
Kevin, this isn't football, right? They had 33 different guys suited up last season. That tells you how difficult it was. Constant change, hard to build chemistry, and let's face it, hard to win games.
DJ passes to Gordon. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Arabia's check. And so it's the Denver Nuggets looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We'll return shortly. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. The forwards for him, Bane and Jackson. And it's Clark in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. They double him with DJ. And a wide open look for Bane. Cans the shot from the wing. Baines got 8.
Shooting off the catch is the core of Baines' game, but he can do so much more.
Beyond the arc. And it's DJ missing. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Morant outside. Pass to Smart. Outside, Bane. That 3 off the mark. The Nuggets shooting impressively throughout at 62%. And every year, and Greg, we agree, Bane seems to get better and better as a playmaker.
Doesn't overdo anything with his passing. Looks more and more comfortable creating off the driving kick. He's become a large part of this offensive engine.
Morant outside. Clark trying to get open. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Here's DJ. The second effort. He takes it up and lays it in. 7 points in the game.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Grizzlies have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Morant against Murray. Morant outside. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. 17-point game. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with Murray and Porter Jr., the high-scoring wing pair. The 4 and the 5. It's Gordon and Jokic. And it's DJ in at the 1. And again, Denver with the triple. The Grizzlies shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Here's Pippen. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Porter passes to DJ. And they call an illegal screen here.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Nice shot by Smart.
Well, Smart can be streaky on his threes, but he's much more consistent when he lets it go from the corner.
Here's DJ, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Pippen is doubled. In the corner, Smart with it. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, some offensive diversification for Smart there. Not his usual kind of shot.
Here's DJ. Again, the Nuggets score.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Passes it to Bane. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Porter's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to DJ. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Here's Bane. That one doesn't go. Murray with the defensive effort.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's DJ. Murray outside. Now here's DJ. Guarded by Bane.
Well, what else can you do against Jokic but get as physical as possible defensively?
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Ja Morant, he's checked in for Memphis. Again, the miss by Bane. Denver leading by 21. Here's TJ. And another miss by Denver. For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Here's Morant. Smart, wide open, he fired. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
Well, good-looking three there from Smart. He knocks down his fair share of those.
Murray, the pass to DJ. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. And the shot goes in. And the Nuggets lead by 20.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Denver.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DJ.
Well, we saw some exceptional passes from him tonight. His vision did a lot to elevate their offense.
Basket counts.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed, don't you think, to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
The clock now can just run out for the Nuggets. Here's DJ. Kept alive. Jokic on the follow.
As you know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.
Spirit September. Bank account really had no figures, now I'm chilling. Someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision, I see the with my eyes closed. Ain't grew up, I ain't got no phony bravado. Only time I clap that, they was yelling bravo. Yo, I grew up in the home, but that's the perfect role model. So I do it in the zone, cause some of these things I hold bottle. Knew I couldn't do it alone, but some of these things I won't follow. So I prove it on my own, give it my all on full throttle. There was no love for me, I was up and coming.
And those will be our starters. Some intriguing matchups on the floor tonight. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome all. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action coming up for you. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Ali LaForce. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Then there's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Murray. And it's DJ in at the 2. And for Memphis, Smart and Bane on the wing. Edey out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. And this is game 2 of the NBA Cup tournament for both of these teams here in the group play round.
Yeah, in this NBA Cup format, every single game counts. So a win here for either of these squads is essential to keep them in the hunt moving forward.
And it's going to be the Grizzlies off the tip. Now Smart. Pass to Edey. And here's Bane. Clock at 6. With the floater. And it's blocked. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bane. And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for Denver. DJ passes to Murray. Here's DJ, pounded by Morant. Gordon. The shot misses. Memphis with the ball. Down low. Here's Morant. Up and in on the layup.
Closer in. Look, let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Richard, every team wants three-point shooters and rim protection. Jaren Jackson Jr. gives you both.
Oh, he is the prototypical big man. He's Defensive Player of the Year. He's led the league in blocks on multiple occasions, and he can stretch the floor and shoot threes.
Here's Bane. Denver getting their last shot to go. And Richardson's bursting onto the scene. Bane has been nothing short of spectacular.
Bane was a steal with the 30th pick. He's added to his game each year. And now, look, he's one of the better two-way wings in the league. An effective two-way threat. Have to be impressed with Bane's steady improvement year after year.
Pass to Gordon. Outside for Porter. Stolen by Bane. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. The pull-up J. And again, it's Memphis missing. Murray passes to DJ. Back to Murray. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Skilled finish by Murray. He can score inside and outside, really anywhere on the court.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Back to Morant. Nails the baby hook.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
To the inside. Fades and shoots. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Some contact won't disturb Jokic's motion much. He just powers right through.
On the wing, Bane fires from deep. Rebounded by Denver. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Yeah, your second unit, those reserves, they can swing a game. Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
Here's Morant. Jokic grabs the board. Denver leading by 3. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. As you might expect, he's got his hands full on how to deal with Nikola Jokic. Coach explained so much of their offense runs through him. He's always operating with the ball in his hands. We'll need to do our work early. Don't let him get comfortable when he has the ball. No doubt about it, the Joker is the cog in this offense. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. The open shot, Morant. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
After 3 straight playoff appearances, the Grizzlies sadly missed the postseason in 2024.
You know, really by no fault of their own, BA. Injuries ruined what fans were hoping would be a big year for them. You know, it just goes to show there's no safe bets in this league.
Timeout call. Memphis. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Big loss in their last meeting with this team. Couldn't get anything to fall in that one.
Line change here for Memphis. And how about we check the numbers for Jaren Jackson? And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Denver leading by 4. Morant and Smart make up the backcourt. Jackson out there with Jaren Jackson. And it's Edey in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Now here's Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Here's DJ. He's coming off a 19-point game against Memphis.
And I love what he's been able to do on the glass, securing some extra possessions for his team.
Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Memphis. Nikola Jokic has checked in for Denver. Murray comes in for Brown. Here's Morant. He's definitely not pleased how he played against Denver.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you, owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Jokic passes to DJ. Back to Jokic. Pass to DJ. Porter with it. Here's DJ. Hounded by Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now keeping you up to date on the top rookies this season defensively. Here are the leaders among first-year players in blocks. The 4th spot held by Zach Edey.
Blocking ability like his is very coveted in the league, and he shows no fear clashing at the rim against experienced finishers.
Denver leading by 4. RJ, when Ja Morant's at his best, you won't find a more entertaining player in the league.
Oh, BA, he is a generational talent. There is no easy way to defend him. That blend of skill, athleticism, quickness, it is so impressive and hard to guard.
And that one's good.
Oh, the crazy athleticism of Gordon. It makes him a great option in pick-and-roll action.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Shot's good by Morant. Morant's got 6.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Gordon, pass to Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Morant, no good.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
DJ passes to Jokic. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room. This one for 3. Gordon pulls it in.
The way he's struggling this quarter, he's only adding to their troubles. They need his offense to come around.
Smart outside. Pass to Morant. There's the 3. Oh, a bomb from John.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right out.
Now a timeout called by Denver. Grant, a little background on the NBA Cup tournament this game is part of. It traces its origins back to the WNBA Commissioner's Cup.
Yeah, the WNBA was set to feature the in-season tournament in 2020, but the pandemic delayed that start until 2021. Since then, it's been a wild success, and the NBA decided to run one of their own.
DJ passes to Porter. They kick it out to Murray. Here's DJ, guarded by Bane. Murray, no good. And so Smart will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And then Morant with the jam.
As usual, Morant bringing down the house.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Murray's shot is good.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Grizzlies trail by 5. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Grizzlies great Marc Gasol last season retiring from basketball. He embraced the city of Memphis. He said, quote, I think a player has to feel that it's their city and they have to fight for it. You play with a different mindset when you do that. To me, winning was the most important thing.
And they did a lot of winning, Allie. So it's the Grizzlies now, following the score by Denver. Pass to DJ. Back to Porter. Here's DJ. Murray passes to DJ. Now here's Gordon, defended by Jackson. Murray for 3. His 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
And sometimes I think Murray performs better under pressure. The shot clock only motivates him.
Timeout call. Memphis. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
The Nuggets going with a whole new group out there. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which team. So we conclude the first half. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 6. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
The Nuggets, 46.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 from Michael Malone. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Jamal Murray. And it's DJ in at the 2. And you think about the fearlessness of Ja Morant and how he attacks, even as a smaller player. RJ, you got any comparisons?
I would say AI, but AI was more of a two-guard, even though he was a couple inches shorter, but definitely similarities of how they attack the paint with fearlessness.
Here's Morant. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. And it's Smart missing.
Oh, love the intensity in which they're hitting the boards.
Pass to Porter. Lets it fly. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. And it's a 10-point Denver lead.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Now here's Smart. Here's Edey. Great D that time from Jokic.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Murray. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
We've seen Murray raise his game. Part of it is an increase in toughness, the ability to score when it's not simple.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say it is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Here's DJ. Tips it up. Jokic, so crafty.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
Grizzlies trail by 14. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Shot is good by DJ. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, B.A., I did. I played 19 years, a number of different coaches. But the 8 seconds or less offense back when I was with the Suns as a player, you want to run. And honestly, it's so much fun getting up and down the court like that.
Memphis has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Smart outside. And Smart goes up strong at the rim.
Good move by Smart, showing he has some tricks up his sleeve.
Here's DJ, hounded by Morant. Unloads. And another basket for Denver.
Not the best pick I've seen, but like, hey, look, he got the job done, and that's all that matters.
Smart passes to Morant. And here's Bane. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Smart for 3. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Smart has got 7 points here in the quarter. Here's DJ, hounded by Morant. Launches it from deep. Jokic, oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Grizzlies trail by 16. Outside Morant, pass to Smart. Driving to the basket. Rebounded by Denver. Here's DJ. He's got 5. Oh, from deep. On target from range. DJ's got 8.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some.
Whoa! Nice! What a huge jam!
Gracious.
Big time right there.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
They have been pretty disgusting offensively. Too many misses.
Substitution.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Nuggets.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
Also, they were ultra consistent from outside, hitting a high percentage of those shots tonight.
They've got Gigi Jackson. Jaren Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Ja Morant, and it's Pippen in the shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And a vital mission for the NBA, mental health. Commissioner Silver has said it's the most important issue for the league.
And I applaud Adam for those comments he's made about it. I mean, the season is so difficult. It can really take a toll on your mind. So it's great the league is trying to help players out through this.
Here's DJ. Off target from three-point range. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. And here's Morant outside. Drains the triple. Morant's got 11 points here in the second half.
And if you're wondering what makes Ja so special, it's his ability to take over games all by himself.
Here's DJ. And again, it's Denver missing. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
The court awareness on full display. Jokic is such a unique big man.
Poke loose. Here we go. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind. I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Memphis. Smart comes in for Pippen. Pass to Clark.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Back to Morant. Soft touch off the glass. Morant's got 13 points now in the quarter.
It's been all about Ja tonight. Can score in so many different ways.
And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. Here's DJ. Jokic passes to DJ. Clock at 4. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Nuggets.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And with just one game left to play between them, they've captured the first 2 meetings of the year.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for DJ.
Okay, I'm going to explain what he did here. It's called playmaking. Being someone that seeks out their teammates, making the extra pass.
And it's Smart missing.
There has been nothing for him this quarter. Ever since halftime, he's lost all of his touch.
44 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Sends it home from three-point land.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style. And that's what they teach you at every level. Get a body on your man, box out, grab the board.
Here's DJ, pounded by Morant. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Bane surveying the D. To the paint. Here's Clark. That That one's off. Still out of sync. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.
I knew my drive had to be stronger than my fear